You know.
You've been rolling already?
Twist on
he
words
did
like the
that,
twist on my tooth.
Oh, wait. Oh, ha.
Look at it, Captain. 5 minutes later.
I thought you just meant you did it with your watch.
No,
That's
I
all
got
right.
on the G-Shock today.
Oh.
The beat 'em upper.
Because you knew I was coming over?
No, I have two different ones.
Why the beat 'em upper? Hi, I'm Chris Lujan.
And I'm BINDU.
This is the IAMS.
This is it's solar. It's a stainless steel G-Shock.
Uh-huh.
So it's solar. So as long as we, for the next 5 billion years, I'm good.
Okay.
All right. But it's stainless steel, shockproof and waterproof. So, and I happen to get tipsy, drunky, and violent all the time. And we live right next to Oakland. So it's a very fighty kind of an area. So these become brass knuckles real fucking quick. But I can't do that with my fucking Apple Watch, man.
You're right. There's something very Guy Ritchie about that. There's something very Snatch about that.
Ah, penny wink and blue, like the Blibbits.
Like it's
Hey, you like the bats?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. No. So I have an Apple Watch because when I was hanging out, all right, so I was a monk for like 3 years.
Yes.
All right. After my separation from my wife, after like 21 years or whatever. Mm-hmm. Let me turn that down. And so we were together on and off, but raising children for 21 years.
Yeah.
Right? That didn't work out. Also, I didn't pay for her nursing school.
Okay.
She paid for her nursing school.
Mm-hmm.
I just paid for the family life for 2 years.
Okay.
I paid for mortgage and the car and the insurance and food. And we
understood.
had dope-ass holidays and all of that. But she paid for her school. So I guess in the event that she watches this,
sure,
she'll be like, fuck that motherfucker, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want her to, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, if you watched that episode where you got mad because of how he said it, you should watch it. Or maybe I said it, but now you should watch this one.
Yeah, Heather. Chill the fuck out, man. Chill the fuck out. You're a good mom. Mm-hmm. Right? So then I was a monk for a little bit, and then I got together with a penthouse cover award-winning international adult film star, right, who goes by the name of Maddie O'Reilly, right? And it's because of my connection with David Cho. Right. She wanted to know about me. She slid into my DMs, and because I'm a weird, perverted stalker, I knew who she was, and I knew that was her official account. Right. And so she started flying me out to Burbank, and we just had a romance for 2.5 years, almost 3 years. And where the fuck we're even going with this, I have no idea.
I think you're talking about why you wear an Apple Watch.
Okay, so hanging out.
I am so
excellent,
high, and I remember that.
Excellent. All right, so I took off the fucking beat 'em up watch. All right, so we started getting together in 2017, 2018, 2019. Now, the reason why these years are so very important is because that's the last time humanity was normal before the pandemic.
What we knew as normal, which, like, looking back on it, is pretty wild.
Okay, so like she invited me to the AVN Awards in 2018.
Yeah.
There were thousands of people crowded together. You don't see that shit anymore, man. Everyone got masks on and all that shit.
You see it now, but
yes, finally.
Yeah.
Years and years later.
And there are still people wearing masks even.
So it's
not zero people.
Well, all I'm saying is this. I'm an old ass man, and a young ass porn star in her 20s wanted to hang out with old ass man. Right? And I had a fucking stroke hanging out with that girl.
I'll bet you did.
I did. And it was fucking worth it. It was worth it. Right? So I got to do after doing the whole family thing and then doing the whole monk thing.
Are we just going to brush past the stroke that quick?
No, I'm going back to it.
Okay.
Then I got to be the whole, what is the porn industry at the top tier level like? And it was literally Hunter S. Thompson, Fear and Loathing, a wild adventure. Because right at that time I got popular doing what I do. Yeah. And everybody was following me 24 hours a day on fucking social media. Right. And so I would be doing a sold out show. This is what we're going to paint. Everyone get there early. There's going to be 50, 60 people in the room. Everyone comes in. We get fucking hammered. After the show, my brother and my son clean everything all up. I Uber out to the fucking airport in a private jet. paid for by Maddie O'Reilly.
This all is so
Flies me to fucking Burbank.
fantastical.
Now I'm in Burbank. All the drugs you could think of in Hollywood. And Maddie sharing her porn star friends with me. And just like, what the fuck is even happening? Right. Me bringing my audience with me so they know what's going on. And then after I hang out in Hollywood for a couple of days, flying right back to another sold out show. Are you motherfuckers ready? Right? Yeah. And it was like that for fucking 7 years. Right? Well, Maddie was a part of like 2.5 of those, the very end, right until the pandemic. The pandemic stopped everything.
Yeah.
And now we're in the ashes, the Phoenix ashes, trying to rise up from that.
Right. Beautiful.
So in 2017, my ass hanging out with her, I had high blood pressure and I didn't realize it. And drinking and partying with the 20-something porn star that has like X-Men power. Right? She's indestructible.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I had a stroke. So I had to get a fucking Apple Watch.
Okay, wait.
And so the Apple Watch tracks my heart 24 hours a fucking day.
Yes.
But the Apple Watches suck. They only last a day. So I had to get the Ultra because it could last 3 days.
Right.
And so that's what I have on. Well, when my Ultra is charging, I get my backup beat 'em upper. And these are from the old days where I used to fucking fight. But now, no violence. But I used to be fucking violent motherfucker, man.
That's the shirt right there. Him with the thing and eyes closed and just no violence over the top. The I ams at the bottom.
No violence, man.
I'm telling you.
No violence.
That's the shirt.
No violence. When you have silver in your beard, you should be able to use wisdom and talk wisdom into the situation.
Yeah.
And it should never get violent.
So,
but I love violence.
I know.
So I'm just like, fuck all that. Let's fight.
So
not anymore.
So let's go back to the stroke because I asked you the other day, like, would you want to talk about that on the show?
Sure.
So
sure. Well, okay.
I don't know if you did this on purpose because I brought it up the other day, or this is just where we are.
No, I wanted to continue talking about cosplay and my strong opinion against it.
Well, hold on. I think we're too far into this.
I know.
Thing. So next episode, cosplay.
Sure. I thought I was going to follow up on why I hate cosplay so much. But
I understand, but sure. that's what I think is
okay.
This is what we're trying to convey to the audience. Like this was one of our whole things is we like want to be like real and stuff. So like we're sidetracking and then we'll be back to it and
Okay.
You're seeing the sausage be made.
My brother. I'm the oldest of 4 brothers, but the 4th one came when I was like 17. So I was the oldest of 3 brothers for the longest time in a military family. My father's Filipino, and he was this fucking Rambo Filipino guy, right? Manny Pacquiao, I'll bite, no one could beat him up. He's the Filipino Tony Soprano, right? And I'm his oldest son.
You should totally do a picture of your dad in his military gear, and it says Rambo Pino.
Holy shit!
That would be,
First of all, my dad looks like Bruno Mars.
Okay.
So we'll throw the picture up right here.
And he's got to have a headband.
He doesn't have a headband.
He's gonna in this drawing.
Okay. So yeah, man, keep me on track, man. I'm rolling a joint. It's that weed.
We'll be right back. Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show. Well, I smoke a lot of weed. Well, and
we're back.
Here is a surprise, Chris Lujan. There is a certain kind of drug in Hollywood that is not green.
Correct.
And they love it, love it, love it. They love it. Right? And I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't. Right? Oh, here's the thing. So my brothers, right? My brother, he grew up to be a fucking biochemist. And he married the love of his life, who is a medical doctor. But she's an award-winning toxicologist. So even though I'm a fucking moron and don't know shit, anytime I ask questions, I call up my fucking award-winning scientist brother and his medical doctor wife. And so she was the one that figured out that I'm physically allergic to alcohol, like for real.
Right.
And I should not drink it ever. right?
Sure.
Except I'm 10 toes in of being BINDU.
I get it.
I peddle alcohol for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And so that starts to describe some of the weird reactions that I've had when I've gotten a little too drunk.
Sure.
There's been a handful of times where I've been blackout drunk in werewolf mode. And I wake up the next day finding about the violence that has happened and who I beat up and who's in the hospital.
There's bloody claw marks on your car.
Dude, for real. No one's safe.
Yeah.
Like my own children wouldn't be safe. So now that we're realizing that, okay, weird, right? But we didn't realize that at the time. So I'm BINDU, I'm having a show, I'm teaching adults how to relax, right?
Right.
That's it. They're getting away from their fucking kids and life, or whatever. They're coming down. They're not really going to learn how to paint. But we're going to paint together.
You know what's funny though is you get them to relax while like they're on this like downward thing and you're on this upward thing.
Correct, because I'm a narcissist, and the more attention I get, the better I get.
Yeah.
It's fucking
so
nuts.
they're calming down and you're
winding the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right?
It's crazy.
But now they're having such a good time. Hey babe, let's get him a drink. Right?
Yeah.
But there's 70 people in the room. So now I got 10 drinks coming my way.
Yeah.
But I'm allergic to alcohol. And what it does is it fucks with my blood pressure. That's what gave me the stroke. That and cocaine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because I'm not used to cocaine. I like weed.
Right.
So the little tiny bits of time I do it to make everyone happy in the room, peer pressure, I'm BINDU the ox, I can do anything, right? Your body was like, no, homeboy, you cannot do that.
Right.
And so I got chilled the fuck out real fucking
Okay,
quick.
so talk us through the chill you the fuck out part.
We're watching Netflix.
I want all of the details.
We're not partying. It's a day of fucking... So Maddie would come over for 2 or 3 days and end up staying 3 weeks.
Okay.
Just having a blast, right? Because her whole world was toxic.
In those 3 weeks, would she be back and forth or she...
No.
Oh, okay.
Her whole world is toxic, porn star, paparazzi, red carpets. That's her whole life. And now she's coming into the suburbs in the San Francisco Bay Area. No one knows who the fuck she is.
Yeah.
But she gets to chill the fuck out. We're all smoking weed and watching weird ass movies and just being nerds.
Right.
Right? And she was really into like playing games like Bop It. And she had this golfing game that we used to play, Putterball.
Uh-huh.
And we'd have these grand competitions, but she has like 1 million followers. So all of her followers are watching me and her compete in these stupid fucking games. I'm not kidding you.
I get it.
What's that shit where you pitch the sand?
That's hilarious.
The sand bag and it goes...
Cornhole?
Cornhole! Yeah, she's from North Carolina, man. So I called her Hillbilly. Hillbilly! Right? Because I'm from West Virginia. People don't know that.
Okay.
Right? So, Shay, talking about Appalachian Mountain and all that. Shay. You know what I mean?
You need to see Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah. Oh, brother, where art thou?
Too sweet.
Bluegrass, right? So anyway, so we bond off that. So she's constantly posting us like playing games all the fucking time. Just being silly and stupid all the time, right? So we were having a good ass time. And me trying to keep up and hang out with that girl that never runs out of energy, drinking as much. So my brother likes to drink, and her and my brother became best friends. But my brother was living with me. So we're going through a case of beer, a bottle of whiskey, an ounce of weed, like very fast.
How many of those nights do you remember? Like, how were you not just blacked out every night?
It all blends in as one weird ass dragon, and it lasted 7 years.
Okay.
And Maddie was the last 2.5, 3 years of it. And then the pandemic happened, and that's when I chilled the fuck out.
Right.
And that's when I started realizing that I'm a toxic narcissist, and I need to change my ways.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is actually the reason we started this show, kind of.
Right. Because right.
Yeah.
I was impossible.
And now you're possible.
Slightly.
Slightly
possible.
So you're watching Netflix. It's a chill day. Back to the scene.
Good job. Good job. So now we're doing so many fucking shows in a row, and now we're not doing a show. Now we're chilling, right? There's no heavy drinking. There's no cocaine. There's no any of that. And Sandra Bullock just came out with some new Netflix shit.
Bird Box?
Yeah. Where their eyes are covered.
Yeah, Bird
Right?
Box, yeah.
We're watching the fucking show. It's late at night. Everyone's heartbeat is like, what the fuck? It's a scary show, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel a weird pulse in my left arm right at my elbow. I'm standing up.
Wait.
It's me, it's Maddie, and it's my brother. We're chilling on the sofa at night with my pit bull.
Wait, okay, so you're chilling on the sofa or you're standing up?
We're chilling on the sofa and we're watching the show. Yeah. And I get up.
So on the up motion.
Not only on the up motion, I'm on the up. You guys want anything? This, that, and the other.
Okay.
And I get a pulse in my elbow. Like, and it goes throughout my entire body. And I lose stability in my knees. And I drop down on the sofa. And I was like, well, what the fuck?
Oh, so you were standing, but you were still in front. Sofa was still behind you.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Right? And I looked up and I'm like, oh, holy shit. And my whole arm went numb.
Did you say out loud, holy
And I go,
shit?
hey, guys, my whole arm went numb. And it was either my brother or Maddie that goes, and we never called her Maddie, you know. She was hillbilly.
Okay.
One of them goes, well, as long as you don't smell burnt toast. And I could hella smell it. And I'm like, you guys aren't burning something? For real, right? And then my brother nervously laughed. We hit pause. And I looked at her and I go, I'm having a stroke right now, for real. And we're drunk.
Okay, hold on.
And high.
So what is the feeling now? Okay, so you had the boom, boom. You fall back. Your arm goes numb. From, okay, my arm is numb. From time going on, what are you feeling?
Now I'm waiting for something else to happen.
So
but nothing's happening.
So you had an event,
right?
And then
a pulse,
and then you were back to
a pulse. And the epicenter was my elbow on my left arm.
But
and it just went boom, and it took my strength out, and I sunk down, and then I could smell burnt.
Right.
And now nothing.
So,
I'm normal.
And nothing. Yeah, normal. So
now
nothing.
I'm normal.
Now
and
whatever
I'm like,
it is.
okay, what's next? Does the side of my face just start drooping down? Okay. What the fuck?
Right.
And now, my brother doesn't know how to drive. And I have a
V8. Okay, go on.
I have a V8 race car, a Batmobile, right?
Yeah.
And
did you have one of those Infinities? What did you have?
An Infinity 45.
All right.
Fuck yeah, man. It was bad as shit.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm fucking yelling at Maddie now. You gotta drive me, hillbilly. And she's like, I'm drunk. I've never driven your car. I can't do this shit. Allegedly. She was fine.
Right.
She was sober. She was totally sober. But she was just in her head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that hillbilly drove me to the fucking hospital. And we went to the ER. And right when I went in, you could hear them. They're like, code blue. We have, all this shit. Okay. And she stayed with me.
Okay, so you're on a ride. So this whole time that you're on a ride to the hospital,
it's fucking 10 minutes away.
Did you walk into the hospital?
She almost fucking crashed through the fucking hospital in the back, and we got out. It was like that.
How very romantic.
It was so true romance.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, you know what? She's Alabama. She's Alabama true romance. If you want to know what it was
Tastes like a peach.
Tastes like a peach. If you want to know what it was like being with Hillbilly, right? It was true romance. And I'm the comic book nerd guy. For real. No, for real. It was exactly like that.
Who was Drexel? That's all I want to know.
I'm kind of slightly Drexel a little bit.
You can't be Drexel.
Well, I mean, we got everything from Chibbalot Joe and Damn Divine.
So that whole time, you're in the car.
His mama says he's Apache, but...
So that time you're in the car, you're feeling normal?
No, panic is ensuing, and I'm waiting for the next shit. And since you don't know what's next, it's a terrifying fucking thing. Because I'm left-handed. And I'm thinking like, oh, is this the end of everything? Is this when I become like I shit myself and piss myself and all of that? And the comedian in me cracking up. Like, oh my God, this is a hilarious way to go out. Right? But the reality of me is like, what the fuck? Get there, bitch. Drive faster. This is a supercar. What the fuck are you doing? Driving the speed limit. You fucking go 170 miles an hour, bitch. What the fuck are you doing? Don't yell at me. Right? It was like the whole thing. It was hilarious. Right? You're gonna be okay. Say the goddamn fucking words. Right?
I'm
gonna die, Larry! And it was the whole fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
It was the whole fucking thing.
You need to see Reservoir Dogs.
So anyways, I'm at the hospital. I'm in the ICU. Turns out I had a stroke. They put me in the whole thing, but I don't have any side effects. I'm lucky because I'm strong. They tell me what kind of medicine that I need, right?
Yeah.
I look over at Hillbilly, and I'm like, I have no medical insurance.
Uh-huh.
You got to break me out of here.
Break me out of here.
Oh, yeah, the ICU.
Yeah.
And she goes, all right. And so she did. We fucking took out my IV and all of that. We fucking bounced. I'm wanted to this day.
We'll be right back.
It's the pirate's life for me,
Do
man.
you have to leave? Okay.
The pirate's life for me.
We'll be right back for real.
You don't fucking know. You guys don't fucking know.
Okay, so you'll be back.
You guys are all fucking fun and jokes living in your safe life.
Okay. See you later.
Look, this is the real fucking, it's the real thing. What are you talking about? These motherfuckers right here.
Did you say hi, Sally?
I did not.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I always do. Jeff, we watch the same shit.
I know we do.
It's the same pop culture.
And we're back.
You never left, man.
Okay, so you break out of the ICU.
Right. And so from that moment on, I have to have a fucking Apple Watch on that tracks my heartbeat all the time. So now, because of my toxicologist sister-in-law, I can get whatever meds that I need. And the hospital told me what I needed. So I'm being incredibly irresponsible. But what the fuck else are you going to do in this American dream? You think America takes care of you? They don't.
What did I tell you about the American dream?
You have to be asleep, George Carlin.
This is what I said. If we start making money doing this shit right here that we're doing right now, I might start believing in the American dream.
I didn't have the heart to tell you that. I already am the American dream, dude. I fucking make a very comfortable living, working when I wish, painting what I wish, playing what I wish.
I mean, I guess
saying
that's
what
true.
I wish, dating fucking porn stars, flying around in private jets and shit. I'm trying to be humble. Because look at how ugly I am. I got crooked teeth. None of this makes sense, dude. None of it makes sense. So I'm just rolling with it.
I mean, if we go back to you being the most flamboyant straight guy I know or have ever seen, like ever, one and only peacock. Like, you
know what? And I never thought about it that way. I never thought about that way until you said, like, damn, you're hella flamboyant, bro.
That's what it is.
So I started watching me. And I'm like, whoa, the fuck? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of gay people disappointed that I'm not gay.
But again.
Because I would make, like, the greatest gay dude.
I mean, you're not above making money.
How much are we talking? No, I'm just playing. It's, it's the whole thing. I guess I am flamboyant. And you know the funny part is, man? I'm all about Batman. Batman.
Fucking brooding.
And you know what? The Joker is in love with Batman. In love with him.
In love with him.
Right. I'm the Joker.
That's the Joker right there.
Whoa.
Okay, so back to it. Is there anything else more to talk about the stroke?
Okay, so if you want to get serious, also I rolled a perfect J.
Sure.
If you want to get serious about the stroke, I started getting incredibly serious about life because I was right at the end of my 40s. Now I'm 51. I'll be 52 soon, right? And when you're in your 50s, to stay in shape and still look good with no shirt on, it's hard to do.
Oh, man.
It's hard to do. But I got all these cool tattoos and shit. I'm not trying to hide them, right? So in the summertime, fucking no shirts, ladies.
Yeah.
Walking around. And so I had to learn how to eat and all of that. And that's when I got into cutting out all sugars, cutting out all snacking, and cutting out carbs. But the only reason why you cut out carbs is because carbs artificially make you hungry. So if I'm Filipino, if I eat some rice, I'll get my energy. 3 hours later, I want to eat again, but you don't need to. But I want to, and it's telling me, right? So if you go on this whole thing where you don't want to eat anymore, you should stay away from the food that make you want to eat. And that's why. Except being a Filipino in the Bay Area where they make sourdough, it's hard to get away from bread, rice, noodles.
Yeah.
Hard, right? Like we're in Contra Costa, right? In California, in the San Francisco. Our Mexican food is better than Mexico.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, right? So to get away from all of that is very, very difficult. So I started getting healthy, right? Eating salmon, right? Broccoli, having a cruciferous vegetable, protein, intermittent fasting, all that fucking bullshit to find and that's when I started realizing that I am all of my problems and I'm a toxic narcissist that hurts everyone around me, then acts like what? Right? But it's me, motherfucker. And that's when I started realizing people's footprints in the room and how loud and big my footprint is. And so now I try to dial it back until people pay for it.
So I know there's an event that I figure was the one that changed you into seeing yourself for who you are.
Yeah, I physically beat the fucking
Right,
shit out of a loving family member.
Right. That's the event I'm referring to. But it sounds like it was the stroke that was maybe where the change began.
Correct.
And then you fucked up,
Correct. Well, what happened was losing my incredible wife and me being smug about it. That was the beginning of you fucking up, bro. Right?
Okay.
And then it just kept going and going until this catastrophic, now I'm in the hospital. I'm hooked up to shit.
Right. So how long were you there?
A night.
A night. Okay.
Yeah, I left in the morning. I left in the morning when my senses dawned on me that this is going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
I need to get the fuck out of here right now. And it's weird because both of my grandfathers are World War II heroes. My father, Purple Heart, Vietnam vet, world hero. None of their service is helping me at all. I'm in America. I was a Cub Scout, a Weebolo, Boy Scout, joined the United States Marine.
You were a Boy Scout?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the outdoors, man. I hate the city. I like making fire with my hands with no matches. I'm that guy.
This is way off subject, kinda. Victor Wooten has a base and nature camp.
Wow.
That he does.
Oh, I'd be down
I guess
to
that's
go with you.
related, but like Victor Wooten comes out of nowhere for people who don't know who Victor Wooten is.
Victor Wooten is one of the baddest bass players that ever walked the face of the earth.
It is true. It's totally even not my style of bass playing, but what he does, you have to watch it.
You put me on Victor Wooten in the 90s.
There was an album called What Did He Say that was it's excellent from beginning to end. And it's definitely not, like I said, not my typical style of bass playing that I listen to. He's just like one in a million.
Victor Wooten was the beginning of me getting out of commercial radio.
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah, and exploring. Because you were so like the music that I liked. You were so like, they're so immature, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Right? And then you try to explain it to me, and I would break it down on art. Like, oh, I'm liking the comic books that suck. I get it. Show me who Bill Sienkiewicz is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I get it, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I get it. So Victor Wooten was that for me. But yeah, man, I like camping and I do all that shit. And so, so being super patriotic and loving the country and all of that, it is not helping me at all. And so even though I get to be the American dream, and I get to I'm living this incredible, crazy, adventurous lifestyle.
Yeah.
I don't have any kind of medical or dental anything.
Right.
It's fucked. Right? Yeah.
How are your teeth?
Fucked.
Besides a crooked one or
No,
two,
no,
whatever.
No.
How fucked?
Bad.
Okay.
I'm going to die by my teeth in the next 5 years. Right. Let's rock out with our cocks out until then.
I mean, there you go, I guess.
Woo!
So stroke. So I would say the stroke might be the event where this change has started. And then, like I said, you had a fucked up night that...
I was incredibly impatient. And a very, very close friend of mine gave me a true bonsai, a kotohime dwarf maple leaf bonsai. And just to buy the tree, you're on an 8-year waiting list.
Okay.
So when I got this gift, I was like, holy shit, this is like serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I was impatient guy, right? And the tree got me to slow the fuck down and to wake up in the morning with the trees and the sun and all of that.
Okay.
So now I'm not drinking hella late at night because I want to wake up early.
Right.
And it started
You
changing.
have been waking up early.
It changed my life, man. And that's when I started thinking about my footprint and how toxic I am and how many people I've hurt. And then once I started realizing that I'm not the main character of the earth, then I could start seeing other people thinking that they were the main characters of the earth, and me going like, oh, I remember when I was dumb like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And so since then, I've been on trying to find the truth.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Well, I appreciate that, but you can't be like, thanks, because then you're no longer...
I get it, but like...
But you know what I mean? So when I say like...
We talk about it often.
I'm like, I'm the baddest motherfucker on the earth. That's what I have to tell myself when I'm about to hit the stage in a hip-hop-like manner.
Yeah.
But that's not how I really think.
Yeah.
In the world, I'm a student of earth, and I don't know anything at all, so I'm just here to learn. And so, being that, I'm learning how to shut the fuck up and let people talk, where I never did that before. I always took over the conversation and made it about me.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm learning to be like, man, homeboy, shut up.
All right.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I like this guy.
Well, I think that's why we can hang out now.
Constantly. We were just doing this yesterday.
Well, sure, but I mean, we look forward to it. And then we hadn't seen each other in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, seeing each other every goddamn day. And
For
then going
a long time for how it has been.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to go smoke this?
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
Up next, cosplay.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because, well, I have to explain myself because I have these cool shits behind me.
Sure.
And I'm like, fuck cosplay. Right?
All right, here we go. Cosplay up next.